and you liked the pitcher, dollars White Sox plus $1.
Yeah, Chip had said about Luke Giolito plus like 170, 165.
The under for the game.
Yep, under for the game.
Yeah.
Boy, this Giolito might be the real deal.
Oh, for sure.
Starting to look that way.
Really
starting
is,
to look
huh?
like one of the class
We had
pitchers
talked
of the
about
major
that
leagues,
game,
yeah.
Rick. That
Yep.
you know that he was alive. He was a live dog, getting what 2-1, at least 2-1, and he just shuts down the Houston Astros 4-0.
4-0 at Houston. I mean,
shut him out at home. Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Hey, Rick, I was going to get, then I was going to ask Chip, what's your impression of this guy for the Padres, this Lucchesi? Is he starting to fade on us?
Exactly. And I was just, I brought the numbers today. Rick, I don't know if you have them, but he's pitching for the Padres today, right?
Yeah, he's pitching for the Padres today, and he's laying a small price at Texas. Are they playing Texas, right?
No, Texas is playing the Angels, and Matt Canning is pitching.
Who are they playing? But I know I think he's laying a small price. But Rick, how you been doing out there with the poker scene, brother?
Yeah, everything's going well. Not playing much, but a little bit. Looking forward to go out to Vegas hopefully next month for WSOP.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing you, brother. We're going to go out and have a couple of dinners and see what's going on. Maybe we can make a final table here. Folks, Fifth Street Sports, we got a great show. We got Chip Chirimbus, Florida Rick, and I'm Frank Perez. We'll be back right after this break.
All right, engineer, let's get that second mic turned up so it matches Frankie's volume, please.
Want to know my secret to make a great-looking lawn last even longer?
What was that, Scott?
All it takes is a second feeding of...
What's that?
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I need that second studio mic turned up. It's a lot lower than Frankie's.
Okay, got it.
Okay? Yep.
Reinvigorates lawns by providing nutrients, which helps prevent browning and withering as the weather warms.
My green grass isn't going anywhere.
This is a Scott's Yard. Pick up Scott's Turf Builder lawn food today.
Trade Pros. Ferguson is committed to making business with us the easiest part of your day. Ferguson.com is designed to help run your business from the office to the job site by making your day-to-day activities easier with 24/7 account access, unmatched online inventory, and on-the-go account management. And with our Pro Plus customer loyalty program, you can earn points with every online purchase, redeemable for merchandise, event tickets, trips, and more. Sign up today at Ferguson.com.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1780. 855-325-1780. That's 855-325-1780. Want to fly somewhere? Looking for...
All right, 1 minute. Stand by.
Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low Cost Airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531.
Mike's hot.
I'm a numbers guy. I like seeing this stuff.
Back, folks. Fifth Street Sports. And we just had Just had a nice conversation with Chip. My name's Frank Perez, Chip Chirimbus, Florida Rick, Sports Byline USA Radio Network. Folks, we're headed towards a really fun weekend. Hope the weather's great. We got a lot of action. Hey, Rick, I was corresponding with Daniel Wages on texting today, right? Because, I gave him a little bit of inquiry, and I think we should have a few segments, even though I'll go in deep with him on middling in baseball, football, value numbers, basketball, because, this guy's sharp, and if we can, help him get value on numbers, to scalp and middle, that's a very powerful tool, wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely. And talking about middling, I know we're probably going to get into it a little bit later, but you just brought it up. But that Toronto-Milwaukee game tomorrow night has, all the everything you want in one of those games. If you can find a low money line, nice juicy point spread on Milwaukee, maybe like a minus 130 money line, like a plus 3 on Milwaukee, it's a perfect game to do it with.
I would do a 130 into a 3 all day long.
Rick, have you seen where the early action has come on that game yet?
No, I haven't really seen it. I haven't noticed anything.
Yeah, I didn't look. That's
way.
why I was asking.
Yeah, I think it'll be, most of the action will come in tomorrow, but, since it's still early. But I'm guessing the public will probably be a little bit more on Milwaukee in that game. Not by much, maybe like 55%, but that's my
that's
take.
negligible.
Now, what is the spread in that game? Like
two and a half?
It's
two and a half, right?
two and a half, but I think you could probably find a 3 out there. And if you can get, like I said, a low money line, because public loves to bet and come to playoffs, bowl games, everything like that. The public loves to get in the action. They want to bet dog money lines. So usually you can find some really nice, look around and juicy numbers on the favorite. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see a 130, but if you look around at some point, you might be able to
Can you
find
see the line dropping to 1.5?
I don't think it'd ever go down past 2, but I could see it being like a hard 2, maybe like a dog 15 type thing. I don't know if it could ever get underneath the 2 though.
Now let me ask Chip. Chip, have you done? And then I was going to get your take, Rick. Chip, have you done any work on this hockey? I got a lot of guys inquiring on the Blues or the Bruins for the series. What do you like?
Well, first off, it doesn't go till Monday. So I'm actually clearing my head a little bit. I got beat with Game 4, and I haven't looked too much at it. I saw, we know the Bruins are going to be the favorite here, and they're going to be a strong favorite.
$1.60.
And my people back east, there's no such thing as a lock. I don't believe in that, but they really do like the Bruins a lot here, and I haven't looked at it myself personally yet.
Now, if it was in your heyday of gambling, would you lay this $1.60 on Boston in a series? They got home ice.
No, I don't need it. I don't need the game.
No,
somewhere everywhere else, there's always a winner. I don't know why I'd have to lay $1.60. And I don't. You know what happens to me personally when I bet a series? It convolutes my thought process on any other game the rest of the series, because I'm thinking, am I going to hedge here? Am I going to bet the same side? If you're going to make a series bet, maybe the best thing to do is just bet the series and don't play individual games. And I'd rather play individual games.
Good point. Well, Rick, now what's your take on this NHL series?
Yeah, I'm with Chip. We talked about it for a minute yesterday, and it looks like the sharp side is definitely Boston, even at the number. It looks like Game 1 price has gone down a little bit. I think it was about 155, 160. It's around 145, 150 now, but it looks like Boston is the right side for the series. And, again, I'm not a huge hockey guy, but from what I hear, they're clearly the better team here. So
I'm sure they're going to get the majority action, too. Just the history, they're the higher seed. St. Louis last year had one of the worst records in the NHL, and below 500 in the middle of December. I think the action is going to come on the Bruins, and they may win anyway.
Yeah, watch the St. Louis team. They ain't bad. Boston, I think, had 107 points. St. Louis had 99. So it's not a big difference, but home ice, Boston experience. They said the Blues have not made the Stanley Cup Finals in almost 50 years.
Well, the last time they played, they just got swept by the Bruins. That's the only time they've been in the finals.
In 1970?
Yes.
Yep.
Holy crap. That's 49 years since the Stanley Cup Finals. You're getting close to Red Sox and Cub territory there.
I was in college.
Wow.
That was when they had
Chip
Esposito
was in
and all
college.
those guys. I think.
Oh,
Derek
1970.
Sanderson. They had some wild guys for those Boston Bruins then.
I still hadn't even found my toy, but I think it was 1973 when I found my toy. But anyways, yeah, that's you're right. 49 years ago, brother. Well, I think the Bruins got the advantage here. I'm with you though.
Tough price to lay.
Yeah, you lay the $1.60, and then the whole series you don't know what to bet, and then
it always bothers me. It always bothers me.
You're
and
right.
Some people say you play opposite your series bet on the first game, and I'm saying, what sense does that make? You're already down one way or another. You're either down in the series or down you lost the first game. So I don't get it. I have difficulty with it.
Rick, are you growing a little summer like goatee, or are you going to use that for the World Series of Poker?
No, I think I'm going to shave this weekend, but it's been I've been a lazy, so I'm going to shave it off. This
Oh,
weekend,
I don't blame you, brother. Listen, brother,
Yeah,
if I wasn't married, there'd be time. If I wasn't married having to do this, there'd be times I could go maybe 3 weeks without shaving or nothing.
Yeah. It's a good week and a half here. So.
I do like that look about you, and if you're going to play like that high limit poker, you look a little bit more intimidating. I think if you check raise me with or without the beard, I'm more likely to fold with the beard.
All right. Well, maybe I'll keep it on then. Or at least for the World Series, if I come up, I'll have it.
Why don't we do this? Try to keep it for the World Series. Now, if you get knocked out or get caught bluffing, or you don't get the respect that you should, then just go ahead and shave. But keep it on. I mean, who knows? Maybe, and I wouldn't shave until you got knocked. And you may win 3 tournaments and not have to shave for a month,
I really like this new position you've taken over as fashion consultant and an aide to physical appearance.
No, but I mean, I'm rooting for Rick big time. And when he comes out here, I mean, I want him to do well. Maybe it'll be a good, the good mojo. Just keep the beard until you lose.
I'll be like Julian Edelman. He didn't shave it for the entire year. They finally won the Super Bowl, and then he finally shaved it off. So, maybe that's what I'll do until I win a bracelet or a ring.
Does that stuff work?
I don't think so.
Hey, but you know what? I mean, I know it's superstitious and the whole deal, but if it gives you a little bit of confidence. But, Rick, I've been watching a lot because I got DirecTV, and we got the World Poker Tour, the Heartland Poker Tour. About 6 different, some of them, a couple of them are super stupid, but 4 of them are good. I've been actually just sitting there watching these guys thinking to myself, okay, I don't go out and play. Let me just put myself in there. And I've kind of learned a little bit, not too much, because I think some of these guys, I don't know, brother. I think they're awful. Even though they make the final table, they play awful. I mean, to play 3 days and then go all in on a Jack 4, just,
Yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired when you see some of these people that make it on TV, and you're like, wait, I know I'm better than they are.
You want to get at that table.
Now, Chip,
exactly.
now, have you ever been involved in poker, Chip?
Not on a serious level, no.
Nice. Now, Rick, I was going to ask you. Okay, so you come out here for the World Series. When you first jump in, at the Rio, do you start right away with tournaments, or do you like to dabble in the live games?
No, I don't play much cash, so it's off to the sit and goes. So we try to win some, buy-ins to the events, and then just play the tournaments themselves. But yeah, I try to stay away from cash games. They've never treated me well, and I don't think I'm about to start anytime soon.
Yeah, and the value is in those $500 tournaments. I mean, gosh, you could win $300,000 or $400,000 if you get lucky.
Exactly. Yeah, you go for the big dollars, and the cash is just too frustrating to sit there. You play for 5 minutes, you get like a big hand crack, then you go back into your pocket, and now you're feel like I'm already behind, and keep going back in the pocket, and just adds up. So I stay away from them.
You know what I was going to tell you, Chip? This is my favorite time. See, this World Series of Poker over at the Rio, which is a Harrah's Casino, is my favorite time of the year to bet the WNBA, because I know the supervisor at the Rio. And when the World Series is there and there's a lot of money in the joint, and guys are firing and they're betting all kinds of games, he lets me have 2, 3, and 4,000 on these NBA sides, 2,000 on the totals, 1,500 first half totals WNBA. And then when I try to do it in August or September, he says, Frank, I can't let you do it, buddy, because I got nobody in the place. I'm lucky to get a nickel.
His handle isn't big enough,
But so it's a good time to oh, boy, we got 5 seconds. Anyways, Rick, when we come back, buddy, we're going to start going through some stuff, folks. Chip Chirimbas here, back after this break.
That mic sounds much better.
Being a new parent means every high and low you can imagine. But Evos can make it all easier with a baby monitor you can trust. Go to myevos.com, that's MYEVOZ.com, to see how Evos can be the eyes and ears of your nursery. Evos works with your smartphone to provide a live audio and HD video connection to your baby anytime and anywhere. On a date, at work, away on business, even serving your country overseas, Evos helps you never miss a moment. Whether your baby is with a sitter, your partner, a grandparent, or a friend, you'll be right there too. And with unique features like smart alerts that know the difference between a barking dog and your baby crying, extensive sleep tracking data, and state-of-the-art security features for your peace of mind, Evos is the smart baby monitor for connected parents. And enter the code SPORTS at checkout for $20 off. That's myevos.com. MYEVOZ.com.
Do you have a problem hearing the television? Do you need to crank up the volume so loud your family is screaming at you? Then put on your TV ears. TV Ears has helped millions of people just like you hear TV loud and clear without cranking up the volume. For about $60 with a 30-day free trial, you can get your own set of TV ears. When you wear TV ears, you can mute the TV volume for private listening or let others watch TV with you. Order in the next 10 minutes and take us up on our 30-day home trial and very special price. TV Ears is a brand hearing professionals have trusted for more than 20 years. And through this special radio offer, you can get your very own for just $60. Just mention promo code RADIO. So put on your TV ears and make everyone happy. 800-984-4207. 800-984-4207. 800-984-4207. That's 800-984-4207.
Attention business owners. Now is the perfect time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. We can give you packages with up to 90 great channels and save your business a ton of cash. And if you call right now, you can learn how to get free equipment and free installation. Now you have choices. It's time to start saving money on your cable TV bill for your business. And call today and get 90 channels plus free equipment and free installation. Smart business owners like you all across the country are consolidating and saving money on their cable TV, internet, and phone service for the business. So now's the perfect time. This may be a limited time offer to the first 100 people that call right now, so please save money and call now.
800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. 800-470-7113. That's it.
All right, here we go.
470-7113.
Mike's hot.
Folks, we are ready. It is Fifth Street Sports, Sports Byline USA Radio Network. I'm Frank Perez, joined with my co-host Florida Rick and Chip Chirimbus in the house. Chip, gosh, you're doing so well in this baseball. Yesterday, White Sox and under, Braves. Of course, you didn't give that to your old buddy over here.
Well, you had already had the other side, and I just didn't want to
I know.
stick it in your face again. But I had Tampa on top yesterday against
lost
Cleveland.
both of those that I had against
And Philadelphia over the Cubs with Lester only a dime at home.
Both. Rick, today starts off the WNBA, right?
Yeah. I've seen a couple of sharp plays already in the account, so I was going to get to that in the the talk you can bet on segment.
Hey,
but yeah, I've already seen a couple sharp plays.
So do I. Let's just do one little teaser. Tell me if this one matches or not. Okay. Dallas Wings plus 10.5.
Does not match.
Is it opposite?
It is an opposite, actually. But to be fair, the one that I saw was New York Liberty -9. So it's moved up 1.5. So possibly, at this number, the Wings might be a play. But
Liberty's playing.
I did.
No.
Oh, sorry. Did I say I meant Atlanta Dream? Atlanta Dream -10.5. I'm sorry. I mixed them up because it's easy to mix up WNBA teams. But yeah, it was Atlanta Dream -9 was the one that I saw earlier. Yeah.
Now, let's talk about this criteria in the WNBA because I know that Brian has said it before. Let's say, for instance, you would have seen all these sharp accounts that you're seeing on the Atlanta Dream -9, and if you had just gotten it to it right now and it was 10.5. We know in the NBA or in football, we would take a Pasadena, too much equity in that 1.5. Would you still lay it in WNBA?
It's probably not the right answer, but I would. It's the one sport where I don't think the numbers are going to matter, especially the first week or two of the season. Maybe once you get into the middle or end of the season, it's a different story. But the first week of the year, I mean, if I have to take a point and a half worse, knowing I'm on the right side, I'm going to do it.
That's what you had said the other day, that the points aren't going to matter that much early on. And he said play the money line on these big dogs in the WNBA and just take your side, not worry about the line.
Yeah, but Rick, the thing that bothers me, because I used to just do nothing but scalping and middling for so many years because I had the right books, Matchbook, Pinnacle, all the reduced juice books. It was really fun middling because you could do it, taking 50, 60, 70 to 1 shots, 40 to 1 shots on a lot of stuff. Boy, as an ex-middler and scalper, it would burn my ass to lay 10.5 when they laid 9 and have this game fall 10. I mean,
for sure.
I know. That is a painful feeling, believe me. I think we've all been there before, and it's just it hurts. So yeah, when that happens, you're like, I'm never doing that again. I'm never taking a bad number again until the next season starts, and you're like, well, let me try it out this year.
It stinks, brother. It stinks. Now I could more digest like if they laid 8.5 and I laid 9 and it fell 9 and all right, I pushed. You know what I mean? Like if they lay, but boy, when they lay 9 and if it lands 9 when you're supposed to push, but if it lands 10 and I get that reverse middle, brother,
that's why we call it gambling, bud.
I know.
I mean, you're out there. I mean, we're putting our expertise to the test every day. I mean, it doesn't always work, but my most successful seasons have been involved with a number of middles because it's where to come from. All of a sudden, you have a chunk of change that you never had anticipated.
For sure, but one thing that I've done in the WNBA though, Rick, there's been a lot of times where I'll make, let's say I'm intending to bet like 1,000, 1,500 on a game, and I end up betting 3,000 because I think it's going to move my way. So I'll take, let's say, okay, like tonight, even though I'll just use the teams. Let's say I took the Indiana Fever plus 5.5, okay, because I knew it was the right side, and I overbet it. When this game dropped down to like a 3.5, I actually, maybe it was a bad play, but I actually sold back half of mine, and I had the 3 to the 5.5 for a piece of it. You think should I just kept?
I mean, you took plus 5.5.
Yeah, I took plus 5.5, but I only wanted to bet a dime or 1,500, so I bet 3 plus 5.5, right? 3,000 plus 5.5. Then I would tell my buddy, well, I'm selling back 1,500 of it at -3, and they kept telling me, Frank, that's stupid. You've got equity in the 5.5. Why are you giving it away? Do you think I was making a bad move there, Rick?
Not at all. If your plan initially was to bet a dime or 1,500 in the game, and then you overloaded and got 3 dimes or 3,500, you're comfortable betting the 1,500. So I would say every time you lose 2 points in your favor, middle back, 1,500 of it or so, and keep your 1,500 or so, maybe even 2 dimes. Go a nickel longer than you're
Frank,
used to doing. Yeah.
You're getting 3 numbers. 3, 4, and 5. I mean, 3 numbers is huge in this game. You're getting 3 numbers off the original number that is posted. I would definitely probably have done what you've done, hedge half of it, but
right.
we have other gamblers out there says no, you bet twice your original bet, so your new bet actually becomes the other side at halftime.
Yeah. And these guys are big professional sharp gamblers, and they would always ridicule me like, oh, you're a puss. Why did you sell it back? Always keep the best of it, this and that. And, it always made me feel like that, too. Let's say, the first 3 or 4 times you do it, like, wow, your 5.5 was good. You just gave away half. But it sure did taste good a lot of times when it landed 4 and it landed 5, and I ended up middling them. But you know what? You're right. I mean, if I was comfortable with a dime or 1,500, I only bet the other one with the intention to middle.
Exactly. That's how you have to look at it.
So
you can't
Rick,
lotter it like separate bet now.
Tell me what you got going, and then I was going to ask Chip, because we know what Chip's got going. Boy, you go to Vegas Insider, this guy's hotter than a French what. But how about you, Rick? What have you been doing lately? What have you been up to?
In terms of sports, well, as you know, it's like Chip said, it's pretty much just baseball. Every now and then we'll step out in one of these basketball games and make a small play. But yeah, it's baseball season, and I can't tell you how many years in a row now we've been winning in baseball. I'm not saying big winners. Sometimes we break about even or small winners, but it's been at least 5 years now we've won consecutively every year in baseball. So, but it's all about grinding and
it is
playing, playing the games that we handicap that we see, playing the pretty much same amounts. If we see a game that matches everywhere, maybe we'll double our bets. But, we just want to, grind it along, maybe 3-4 games a night. And yeah, so sometimes we do the same thing with baseball totals. If we see like a big win game, maybe the night before we'll hit like an under 9.5. We'll hit it like twice our bet, but then the next day we see it's already moved to 8.5. We'll come back a little bit with over 8.5, and it's the same thing as basketball or football. If it lands that 9, it tastes so good, and even if it goes under, we're not gonna beat ourselves up because we threw away half our winnings because we're only intending to bet that one unit anyway. Right. So it never really hurts unless, well, even if you lose, you just lose your regular bet. So I think it's the right thing to do in all sports.
Yep. Now, Chip, you've been doing this. I don't know. It's funny. We talked about that movie. We'll get back to that. But
did you see it?
I couldn't believe that movie we were talking about.
The movie we talked about yesterday, Focus, and where you came in last night. It's about 10:30 at night. I said, and there it was. It was on the AMC or whatever. And I text Frank right away. I said,
you can't even make that
it's
up.
on. It's on right now.
You can't make that up. But I was going to ask Chip. Okay, Chip, you've been doing this for so long and very successful. What are your number 1, 2, and 3 sports that for the season you usually do the best in as far as profit?
It's tough to say. I mean, you've had great years in each category, so to speak, and the NFL as well as college football. I think college basketball might be one of my favorites, and
right.
The NBA's a grind, and we've had a great season. We had great profits there as well. Every day is the same. Sometimes I wake up, Frank, and you don't even know what season it is. Am I in the middle of August or am I in the middle of December? I mean, because every day we're getting up and we're posting games and going through this, and it sometimes a little bit more overwhelming than right now. It's sort of like having a break, just having the WNBA, the CFL starting, and Major League Baseball compared to having college and NBA basketball along with college and NFL football, and then hockey starting in. I mean, it's overwhelming.
But so would you say that though, in all your years of handicapping, the most efficient market or the one that is liable to not do as well or make as much, it's got to be NFL, right?
I think the NFL has changed for us in this industry. It used to be without question where we hung our hat previously, but things have changed. The numbers have changed. The way the lines and games and public perceives everything with the media and the broadcasting. It's a lot more difficult now. It really is.
It got to be. Rick, I know. Rick, what's your favorite 2 sports for the season that you think you can win the most at?
I would say Major League Baseball, number 1, and then I guess I'd have to go with NFL.
NFL.
I'm gonna throw out basketball as much as we like it, and overall, I don't think it's as really a winner for us. But NFL over the years, I think more than anything else, the NFL, we make our money on middles. That's what it is. That's why.
Rick, I have a question. You say you like baseball, and it is probably the only fair shot or decent shot the public may have to actually win somewhere along the line. Do you play streaks or follow pitchers? What would you say your philosophy is as far as winning baseball?
Like I said, well, we talk about all the time. There's certain guys we love to fade. So those guys, talking about fades, but Matt Harvey, Brad Ausmus said yesterday he will continue using him in the rotation, so we have him for at least one more game. But yeah, fading pitchers, weather, look at the weather the night before, the wind situations and so forth. And yes, I'm not as big on streaks, but I do like certain things, like I said, like fading a guy after he throws a no-hitter or maybe a complete game shutout. So those type of things I like doing.
Hey, when we come back, folks, it's Talk You Can Bet On. We got Chip Chirimbus, Red Hot. Rick, Steady Eddie, does real well all year long. When we come back, folks, we got some games to make some money on. Daniel, we're going to get to about a 5-minute segment on your middling. Back right after this.
The best pros put a little...
All right, you're clear, guys.
Everything they do. At the Home Depot, so do we. It's called Pro Extra, with member access to exclusive money-saving offers. Up to 20% off paints, stains, and primers every day. and $20 off your first purchase over $200 just for signing up. That's a lot more than a little extra. Pro Extra, only for pros, only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Visit the Pro Desk in-store for details.
Indy is a spectacle unlike anything else. 33 maniacs at 220 plus miles an hour, and then the biggest crowd on earth. Kissing the bricks, drinking the milk, feels like you're in a dream. If you win, it's going to change your lives forever.
Will Power's going to win the Indianapolis 500-mile race.
The Indianapolis 500, Sunday, May 26th, only on NBC.
1, 2, 3.
Boom, boom, boom.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. They want your money, and guess what? They can legally take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you. So what do? Fight back by letting our team of experts at the Tax Helpline work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws and will fight to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket.
800-932-1749. 800-932-1749. 800-932-1749. That's 800-932-1749. Do you use the blue pill to charge your sex life? Have you been thinking about trying the blue pill? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for the other blue pills. Call us and start saving a ton of money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. That's 800-223-0992.
Mike's hot.
All right, guys, we're back. Here we go. Talk you can bet on. Chip Chirimbas, Florida Rick. I'm Frank Perez on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces, iHeart, streaming live, Facebook and YouTube. I know I got Daniel and the guys listening. Boy, this guy's sharp. I can't wait to start sending him stuff and sharing info with him. But Rick, all right, talk we can bet on, buddy. And then think about the weekend, because we don't have a weekend show, because I know the guys want to hear your NBA. What do you got?
Okay, so since we're talking about NBA, let's start with NBA. And tomorrow night is that game we were discussing earlier, is Milwaukee-Toronto, Game 6 in Toronto. I think this game's be played like a war in the trenches. It's going to be all half-court basketball. I mean, this will be such tough defense. It's going to be so hard for teams to get off quality shots. I really like the under. It's 211.5. I actually think it'll close probably closer to 209, 209.5. I don't see how it gets that number unless we get like an overtime situation. But last night it happened again. It went way under. Just the way these teams are playing, and you have to figure this is going to be another close game. I mean, anything's possible, but you figure this Game 6 situation is going to be close. So I really like the under tomorrow night. I don't have a side that I favor. I don't know if you guys do, but I'm in love with that under.
Let me ask Chip. Chip, what's your take on this game?
Well, like I said, I asked Rick earlier in the show, if he had seen where where action had gravitated toward. I really don't have a side yet. I try not to do a knee-jerk reaction right after seeing a previous game and seeing how Milwaukee struggled. I just want to settle in before I make a decision on it. But I think he's right on with this total. We said every possession now is being defended against, where previously in a regular season, guys don't even run down the court. And this has some meaning to them, especially with a team in an elimination situation. I think it stays under as well.
Wow, you guys, so there we go. Under 5th Street Sports, under 211.5. Get it now before it goes to 209. All right, Rick. No, let me start with Chip. Chip, what do you got in baseball today?
All right.
We can give out to the folks.
Rick, and I think you should be interested in this game because are you not the man that told me that I had to fade this Miley for the Astros?
Okay, we said that earlier in the year, but he's really become he's having a great year. He doesn't fall in the same category as these other guys we were mentioning yesterday.
Yeah,
Bry actually was the one who said that. And I've never really agreed with him. I think there was some years where he was a fade, but not an auto fade like these other guys we were mentioning.
I thought he might have meant Smiley from Texas, who's been absolutely horrendous with a 6.5 ERA. But
yeah, he's a fade. Yeah.
Yeah, getting back to Houston and Miley, you don't have to worry about him because his mound opponent tonight is going to be Sale for the Red Sox, who's only struck out 57 in the last 33 innings. And I think maybe after starting 1-5, Rick, maybe the Red Sox might be rallying behind him a little bit. I mean, he left the last game; they had a lead, and then they blew it. And I think the Red Sox are the side. They're favored heavily over Houston in Houston, and the Astros, in my mind, are the favorite in the AL. So I like the Red Sox tonight with Sale.
Oh, Rick, I love that term that you just said. Okay, so there's guys that are on auto fade. So would you say that this Smiley is an auto fade or he's just fade? He's
the thing is, he's on Texas, so his games are usually like 8-7 type games, 8-6 type games. So you can't necessarily put him on an auto fade. It also depends where they're playing and who's pitching against, because he still is not going to fall in the category of the four guys we mentioned yesterday. But he would be in the next tier.
But one of the guys we mentioned, Matt Harvey, got totally bombed yesterday once again, giving up like 7 runs in 2 2/3. You're right. They're just certain guys you have to fade every time out.
All right. So for the folks out there, let's give them a default auto fade. Five pitchers, Rick. Why don't you give us right auto fade these guys every time? Who are they?
Matt Harvey will go with. I don't want to list them 1 to 5, but in no particular order. Matt Harvey, Jeremy Hellickson, Felix Hernandez, Homer Bailey. We'll throw out Drew Smiley there since
Bailey's definitely on that list without
So
question.
folks, these 5 guys, when they pitch, it's just auto. I mean, your computer should be set on a default auto fade. Bet the match.
One more that I'm going to add to the list while he still is around. I don't know if you guys followed the story of this guy. I think his name's Ryan Frereben for the Blue Jays. Have you been seeing? It was kind of an amazing story. He last started a game in 2008, and then he kind of went around. As a journeyman, went to a few other teams, pitched a little bit in relief here and there over the next few years. Last time he pitched a major league game was 2014. Thought his career was over, but then some team in Korea gave him another shot, and he actually pitched very well in Korea. He's a lefty and developed a knuckleball, which I don't know the last time I've ever seen a lefty knuckleball.
I don't think I ever have.
Wilbur Wood. I don't think I ever have either.
No, Wilbur Wood was a righty, I think. Wilbur Wood was a right-hander, right?
I'm not sure. Yeah. I think so, but I'm not sure. This is definitely before my time. But anyway, so he was, aside from Wilbur Wood, who's a possibility, this Farabeen guy is the only lefty knuckleball I've ever heard of, but he was very successful with it in Korea. So the Blue Jays signed him, and he just started a game last week for the first time since 2008. I think it was the 9th longest, which is actually surprising that it was the 9th longest times between starts in Major League history. I would have thought it's either the first or second, 11 years. Or almost, like 11 years between starts. But anyway, he got lit up. He, it's majors isn't the same as Korea. And then he pitches yesterday. He comes in 1 inning against the Red Sox, the 9th. They're already losing. I think it was 5-1 or 6-1. And he gives up 3 runs in an inning. And everyone just pretty much pummeled the ball. So if you get a chance, they spot start him again, he's going to be added to that list.
By the way,
while he's still in the majors.
Wilbur Wood was left-handed?
Wow.
Wow, okay.
I never knew that.
Gosh, I did not know that.
He pitched both ends of a doubleheader. I don't know if you remember that. He started both games and completed both games at one time.
I heard that
and he
story
won 20 and lost 20 in the same season.
Wow. What? Now he's not a Hall of Famer, is he?
He may be. Wait a minute. I have his profile up
so,
here. I don't think he is.
Rick, I got to see this guy. I've never seen a left-handed knuckleball pitcher. You're right. I don't even know the movement on that ball. What would the movement be on that?
When he throws that, they were showing some of his highlights from his days in Korea, and I'll tell you, some of those movements he had on those pitches were out of this world, stuff we've never seen before. But now he's back in the majors, and that movement isn't the same. The guys are just, and then when he falls behind the count, 2-0, 3-0. He's forced to come in with his 82-mile-per-hour fastball, and it's batting practice for these guys, and they just destroy it. Yeah. So, if we get a chance, he pitches against a starter, look to fade him. Or if you see him come in relief, maybe you have a place that offers live betting. At that point, hit the other side. Hit your, maybe they're down 4-1. Hit the team, -3 or whatever you can get him on, because he's not going to be around long, and enjoy it while you get it.
So we got 6 guys on auto fade. One of them you're not going to get that many plays on. Did Wilbur Wood make the Hall of Fame?
No, as a matter of fact, he pitched 17 years and didn't even average 10 wins a season. He was 164, 156, but a 3.24 ERA, which wasn't bad at all. 3-time All-Star.
Oh, my gosh. How much would this guy make right now with the 3.24 ERA and can pitch complete games?
Well, that was
$15 million a year they're playing these
doubleheader and completed both games.
This guy would make $15 million a year with the under 3.25 ERA.
He should. They're given
easy.
ERAs nowadays are so different, though.
Why?
Because of I think the long balls change things, and there's defenses at a minimum where it used to be used to make a team because you could pick up a ground ball. That doesn't happen anymore. You can hit 210, but if you can hit 25 home runs, you're going to play.
Boy, it's like a team of Dave Kingmans. All right, well, Rick, let's get
That's right.
Let's get back to now your baseball for today and any game that you see for the weekend.
Okay, so I have a few baseball plays. First, I'm going to start off on the game 953, 954, Marlins versus Nationals, and you're going to probably be amazed when I say this, but do you realize the Marlins and Nationals have the same amount of losses right now? I couldn't believe it myself. The Nationals have 3 more wins, so they're a game and a half ahead of them in the standings, but they actually are tied in the loss column. That's how bad the Nationals have been. Tonight, the Marlins got their ace, if you want to call him, Lopez, going against the Nationals and their rookie, McGowan. The Marlins have been playing pretty well of late. Got a couple nice wins against the Tigers, which isn't really saying much, but at least they won. So I kind of like the Marlins here, getting about plus 128, plus 130 at Washington. 2 just really bad teams. I'll take the team with the better pitcher, and assume they can find a way to get by.
And
so that's my first play.
You're playing into 2 great streaks where Washington, I believe, has lost 5 in a row, and Miami's now won 6 in a row. Yeah. So, one thing in baseball, like we said it before, even the worst teams can put out 9-game winning streaks out there during the season. And it looks like it's happening to the Marlins now. And Rick, it's probably a great side to get down. I considered about it myself because this Washington team is so weak, and they're 3-10 in this situation at home at night with it going against the righty. So you may have the right side about it. I passed on it.
Before we continue, guys, we got a couple messages to get through. So we'll run through this pretty quickly. As always, we're live streaming on Facebook, facebook.com/Fifth Street Sports Talk, and on YouTube, youtube.com/Fifth Street Sports. Go ahead and put a comment down there while we're live, and if they come in early enough, I'll put them up if I can. Right now, we've got a few messages via Facebook. The first one is from Daniel Wages. He was talking about what about under 80.5 for the first half, Atlanta. Dream/Texas.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's too many people who are going to be able to get down on that one, Daniel. And I hadn't even considered it.
Okay, hang on a second.
We got one more here before I hand it back to you guys here. This comes from Rusty Hicks via Facebook, and he says, and with online beating has changed ever so fast, baseball and college football. I think he was just referencing some of the stuff you guys were talking about earlier on in the show.
Yeah, the
Thanks
information
for
now is
chiming in, Rusty.
Accessible to everybody.
Yeah, Rusty. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Great point there. Hey, so what was that one? What did Daniel Wages ask on that 80.5?
Under 80.5 for the first half.
Let me
Atlanta.
get him something over here. I got some stuff coming in from a guy in Costa Rica.
This is what it's come to.
No.
Yeah, but he got problems here because the WNBA shooters are probably better from the free throw line, at least, than the NBA shooters. So we've seen that in college, haven't we, Rick?
That's true. Yeah, they do have the smaller ball, though, but yeah, that is true. They definitely have better percentages.
Now, he asked on the Indiana game under 80.5, right?
Right.
I got nothing on that one.
On the Atlanta game.
Yeah, the Atlanta Dream. No, I got nothing on that. The Indiana game, though, I do have. Rick, are you starting to see unders on that game?
I haven't seen any totals on either of these two games, but I remember from last year, not saying that's going to continue, but I remember last year the first game or two were big unders, and then all of a sudden the points came and they became like huge overs. So who knows? I mean, is that a trend? Probably not, but I just do remember that from last year.
Play the aces.
You know, Daniel, I think you just gave me an idea. I remember now, but that's not a play that's come in. A play that's come in on mine is the New York Liberty under 157.5. But, Rick, you're absolutely right. It's the season openers. And to bet under 80.5 and under 70.5 in the first half of both of these games, I think is a great move. I mean, these girls, they're not going to be out there firing away cannon threes or whatever they're doing, flying. They don't fly anyways. But
they'll be nervous. There's a lot of teams, a lot of rookies playing their first games, players playing with new teams. So that first half, especially the first game, I think is probably a really good.
There it is,
really good
Chip.
play.
I'm officially giving with it. Rick, you're absolutely right. Daniel Wages, we're going under in the first half of both of these games tonight.
All right, Daniel Wages, good luck to you.
Season openers, guys, 80.5, 79.5. But the play that I did get in was the Liberty under 157.5. Now, what did you see, Rick? We got about 25 seconds left in this one. Did you see a side come in on the Liberty?
I did. I saw both favorites earlier today. Atlanta -9, which is moved to 10.5, like we said earlier, and I saw Liberty -3. So, not saying those are going to win, but at least as of this morning, they were the sharp sides.
All right, folks. When we come back, we're going to recap it. We got Chip Chirimbus here, Florida, Rick, and myself back. We're going to send you into a profitable weekend. Remember, chipwins.com. Go there.
Not too long ago, it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank.
All right, guys, you're clear. Good show.
New car, but today, withdrawing your own cash has become risky. Pat Boone here for Swiss America. According to The Secret War, a new Swiss America white paper, I learned that all banks are now required to spy on you and me for the government, and then report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. You must read The Secret War. It's free. Truth is, I believe the government's new war against cash is really a war against us all. But the secret is now out. So please, get and read The Secret War.
Pick up your phone and call right now. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. Once again, that's 800-932-5517.
Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Clapper, Chief of Orthopedic Surgery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Group in Los Angeles, California. Dedicated to your health, your life, and your sports. As a weekend warrior, you know about sports injuries and pain. Exercise is an important element in keeping your body's core in good shape to minimize sports injuries. But when you are in pain, there is one product that I recommend to my patients, and that is Blue Goo Gel. Blue Goo consists of a proprietary formula developed specifically for the treatment of inflammation and general muscle aches and strains. I recommend Blue Goo for my patients coping with hip and knee pain before surgery, especially bursitis and tendinitis. Give Blue Goo a try. Call 1-888-330-0123 and you'll receive a 1-week supply of Blue Goo absolutely free. The makers of Blue Goo are even paying the shipping. The number again is 1-888-330-0123. If you want more information on Blue Goo, visit online at www.dothegoo.com.
Now available at select Big 5 stores near you.
Attention, this important consumer alert is brought to you by Annuity Action Network. Hey, did you know it's possible to receive upfront money from your monthly settlement payments? It's true. If you receive monthly payments from an annuity or a structured settlement and you need a lump sum immediately, then you need to call Annuity Action Network. With your cash today, you can pay off credit card debt, pay medical bills, fund your education, or improve your home. You don't need to wait. Call the Annuity Action Network now to get your fast cash with no hidden costs. And if you call today, we'll even send you a $100 cash gift card just for verifying your settlement payments and your contact information. If you have a structured settlement or an annuity and you want cash now, call Annuity Action Network right now.
800-514-9170. 800-514-9170. That's 800-514-9170.
Folks, Fifth Street Sports, we're back. Sports Byline USA Radio Network. We're streaming live, Facebook and YouTube. We got some Fifth Street Social now. Rick, and then I was just talking to Chip. We're not, because Kurt, we love Kurt Morgan, and he comes in with really good stuff. But he just asked us one, and Chip told me what to recommend. Kurt asked, he wants to bet women's college softball. Where can he get down at? So Chip says,
just go to the game and see if you can find someone in the stands and bet with them.
I mean, right? What do you think about that, Rick?
There'll probably be lines on the Women's World Series, NCAA World Series. I bet there is.
There might be nowadays. I mean, they're all televised on ESPN. But they used to put lines on Little League World Series. I'm not sure if they do that anymore, but if they put on that, they could definitely put it on the Women's Softball World Series.
Oh yeah, in the Little League World Series, there's a line out there for sure.
You know what? I'm going to go to Five Dimes and a couple of books like that have all that weird stuff. I'm sure we could find women's college softball. Hey, Kurt, if we do, buddy, don't forget to ship the plays here. I love all those weird sports. That's where the money's at. Anyways, Rick, so are you done with the baseball that you gave today?
The only other play I was going to give out, which I agree with Chip on the Red Sox, but on that same game, I kind of like the under. I like under 8.5. I think it's going to be played more like a game in October. And Sale's been on fire, as we know. Miley's actually been very good this year, contrary to what Brian said, how he's a big time fade. So I expect this game to be low scoring, and I think it'll be like a 3-1 type game.
Hey, really, really quick, Daniel Wade just came in on some plays. He matches your Baltimore plus $1.47, but he likes under 12. He's going to go with 953 plus $1.35. Who is that? 953.
That's the Marlins. That's my Marlins.
That's the Marlins.
Oh, the Marlins. That's the one he matches you on. Then he's got Baltimore plus 147, 956 Pittsburgh plus 1.5. Chip, anything we can send the folks off to a nice Memorial weekend with?
I told you liked the Cleveland today. I had Tampa Bay. I've been fading Cleveland, and I used, of course, the Red Sox on top. And the other game is an obscure side here. Rick, I used Toronto as my number 3 play today at home against somebody they should beat up.
Oh, wait! You had a pitcher really quick, another auto fade pitcher.
Well, that was Miley.
No, you. Oh, we got to go, guys. See you later. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Rick.
All right, guys. Have a nice weekend.
Radio News with Tim Berg.
Disaster victims in Florida, Texas, Puerto Rico, California, and a bunch of other locations will be waiting a few days longer for Congress to pass an overdue relief bill. That's after Republican Congressman Chip Roy of Texas stood up and objected to the House's effort to pass the bill by unanimous consent Friday.
We've had months to figure this out and to do our job to secure our border, and we now are expected to let the swamp